Rain or shine, it's here to make you laugh. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. And now your host, Kyle Ruff.
Everybody. Oh, yeah, so for whatever reason, my fucking Focusrite did not like your microphone. And that's just fine.
And that's okay. Not every port is for every input, dude. That's what I've always said about life.
That's, what is life but ports and imports?
And inputs and outputs.
And inputs and outputs of your heart.
And you were really just looking for someone to fill your port.
Yes. Will you input your love into me? By that I mean my rectum.
It's all podcasts.
It's all
That's
podcasts.
the future. That's the future of love.
Inputs and outputs, baby.
Inputs and outputs. We input the ports.
Yep.
And we output
the Steamboat Comedy Podcast.
That's what we do.
Everybody, thanks for joining us again. I'm your host, yet again, Kyle Ruff. This is, of course, Matt Newland.
Check it out.
To my right, your left.
Thanks for coming in.
And then, special guest today, we have the
Hi.
Bobcat himself, sound extraordinaire Bradley from Schmiggities. Let's live studio audience.
Woo! Why won't you be our guest?
Yeah.
Kyle, hit the guest song.
Be our guest. Be our guest. Put
Be
our
our
service to the test. At a last, at a fest, and a test, at a best test.
You're our guest. You're our guest. Please won't you do your best?
Hey, there you go.
I'll try. I'll try.
All right. Well, we're going to need more than that. But also, thank you for being here, Brad.
No, this thing's
Appreciate
in
it.
shambles.
More than
Please
my
help
best.
us.
I appreciate you being here and, ruining our whole setup with your goddamn microphone that crashed our system for some reason.
Like I said, doing my best.
I still don't understand why you brought your big fancy Joe Rogan microphone in our
That'd be
little
cool.
system.
I was going to bring you guys a present and see what I get for trying.
Yeah, so you've tried, yeah. If you could just not try anymore, we'd appreciate
That's what
it.
life keeps telling me, man. It's like the harder I try, the more it's like don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you just fuck it up, you know.
It's like the Zen prophecy said, dude.
Don't.
Don't.
Just as the Buddha said, don't.
Don't. Loved contractions, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I love contractions.
Yeah. The Buddhists love contractions. Can'ts, don'ts, won'ts.
Won'ts, isn'ts,
Didn't.
didn'ts,
Dozens.
doesn't,
Dozens of dozens.
dozens and dozens of dozens and dozens. Anyways, welcome in. We got a super fun show with us with our special guest today. First, I want to say shout out to
New sponsor.
new sponsor, Knick Knack Naturals Nicotine Mints.
Kyle, what do you think of those knickknacks?
Well, so they're a safe, healthy alternative to Zins.
Zins aren't safe or healthy?
I don't want to get sued, so I'm going to say this is a safe, healthy alternative to Zins. And, I tried one out the other day, and I felt like my mouth was on fire. I felt like my body was on fire. I almost threw up.
That sounds like fun. Can I
It
try?
gave me, yeah, go ahead, try it. It gave me the hiccups.
So fast. It
So
gave you the
fast.
hiccups.
I was like sweating.
Boy,
And
I
I
can't
got
wait to
some-
try this.
So I just put one in my mouth, and so we'll see how far we make it to this podcast before both Bradley and I die of
Whoever gets the hiccups first wins.
knickknacks.
You win, more hiccups.
Try one today. The knickknack challenge is just use their product and try not to die.
Do you like nicotine but hate not having the hiccups? Well, try knickknacks.
Try knickknacks.
I'm sticking with Zins, as always. Sponsor of the show.
Shout out friend of the show, Zins.
Zins, friend of the show. Thanks for stopping by.
Aren't they trying to make Zins illegal in like some states?
Yeah, like Texas or something.
Yeah, well, Texas just made porn illegal.
Yeah, you can't get on Pornhub in Texas anymore.
You have to like give them your social security number to get on Pornhub in Texas, or it's something like you can still watch it, but you have to like put in like your driver's license and pay or something, like that,
Yeah, give them your address.
which is insane.
Yeah.
They're gonna
All
be
your bank numbers.
That whole state is going to be so much more productive. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, they're going to take over.
They're going to take over.
Can't watch porn in Texas.
Remember when porn was free?
I remember those good old days.
Yeah. Damn. Okay, so we'll tell our kids, when I was your age, you didn't have to pay $1.75 to whack off.
Everyone was whacking off for free.
It's like this is like the middle times where it's like You had to go to the weird porn store with like the magazines or find one in the woods or get a DVD. And all of a sudden we had this glory age of free porn. And now that's over.
It's done. Texas is taking it away.
Goddamn
Free our
Texas.
porn, Texas. What? Is that not the stance we were taking, boys? Wait, which stance were we going on this whole porn
I have to
subject?
pray and consult my Lord and Savior first before I can give a definite answer on that.
And at this point in the podcast, I'd like us to all join in on song.
It is Sunday. Hands, thank you.
1 and a 2 and a 3. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord. Be our guest. All right.
Be our
Guest,
guest,
my Lord.
Be our guest. Thank you. Be our guest, my
I think it's
Lord.
supposed to end it. So.
Be our guest.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Did I hit it? Okay, we're good.
Oh, actually, speaking of singing, you
Let's
just
take
brought
that
up
from
a
the
great-
top.
Yeah.
Let's
and
take.
one and
Yeah.
two. No.
I didn't like what I did with that. Let's take it from the top.
Well, we got some great things coming up, including a nice trip to Comedy Works and the Boulder Comedy Show in the beginning of May, which we're
Let's
stoked
go.
for.
Let's go. It might not happen, but that's
speaking
okay.
of singing,
It's gonna happen.
Oh, it's gonna happen. It's too late. We're confirmed.
Yeah.
We will show up and cause a scene. It's confirmed that we'll be there causing
Dude,
a
we'll
scene.
cry outside for way too long.
I will have an impromptu Palestinian protest in front of both venues if I don't get to perform. But no, speaking of singing and dancing, I don't know if you knew this, Bradley, but Matt and I both are participating in this year's cabaret production
Yeah.
here in
Where's that?
Steamboat
Where's
Springs.
that?
It's going to be at Perry Mansfield on, I think it's going to be that Thursday, Friday, Saturday at least. So the first weekend of May, 2nd, 3rd, 4th.
Ooh.
So it's for those who don't know what a cabaret is. A cabaret is
Sounds like a wine.
that's a cabernet.
I'm
You
close.
ignorant slut.
I'm so close.
It sounds like something you put your food in.
That's a cabinet.
Oh, shit. God damn it. Well, it sounds like both those things.
It's if you put
Is
them
it a wine?
together,
Is it a wine cabinet?
Cabaret cabinet.
it could be
Cabaret.
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 That's cabaret.
That's cabaret great, dude. That's going to be our sketch.
It's gonna be We
We just do
that's-
Tony the Tiger.
We're just gonna do that between every sketch we just come out. Cabaret. And we're gonna be like, stop doing that.
Like, nope, I got to eat this whole thing of Frosted Flakes.
we just dumping it on our face
They're cabaret great.
in fucking tiger face out there.
Yeah. While we still can, dude.
Well, we still can
While we
before
still
fucking
can
libs
participate.
take the tiger face from us. But it's a collection of skits and songs and dances. And of course, oh god, the knickknacks getting to me.
You starting to get the hiccups?
I'm starting to feel the burn right in the middle. Oh no. How you doing over there?
I'm hanging tough.
Oh,
Doing
this
all right.
sucks. All right, we're gonna power through. So cabaret is a collection of songs and dances, usually like parody songs, things like that. And so I'm a thespian. I'm a man of the theater.
Yeah.
But you, Matt,
I'm not.
have never sang or danced in front of people.
I'm not a song and dance guy. I'm more of a words and sentences guy.
So how do you feel about this impending song and dance?
Dude, I'm a fucking thespian, bro. Just don't even worry about me.
Yeah?
Nah, I'm fine.
All right.
I'm great.
Have you been practicing like singing in the mirror? or
Not
anything
at
like that?
all. Fuck no. I'm not gonna sing, dude.
I'm struggling so bad with this knickknack.
Yeah, dude, you look horrible. Too.
I gotta spit it out. I can't do it.
Swallow it.
No, I'm not gonna swallow it.
Swallow it, you little fucking
Oh.
you little whore. Swallow it. I'm excited. It should be fun, dude. I don't know shit about dick, Kyle. I don't know anything. Are you gonna go throw up?
No, I'm good.
I can keep this podcast going talking about my song and dancing if you want.
Knickknacks. Try them today.
Try them for 3 minutes and then spit them out.
Oh god, that hurts. Pain. Anyways,
Do you need a Tums?
Friend
Of the show, Tums?
Friend of the show, Tums. Thank you for your sponsorship. No, I'm good. We're good. I got a Celty boy.
They'll do like sketches and shit, and I think I'll be more of a part of that. But I don't know how they're gonna use me.
Are you gonna? Well, so spoiler alert. Caleb Smith, friend of the show,
Friend of the show, Kayla.
Wrote a song to the theme of the I'm Just Ken popular Barbie movie hit.
Yeah.
Which I will be performing as the thespian that I am.
Are you going to be Ken?
I'm going to be Ken.
Nice. That's going to be your big moment,
It's
baby.
A big moment.
Hell yeah.
But we're going to need all the fucking Ken-like hunky dudes out there.
Yeah, I'll probably be in
You're
there.
going to have to be out there with me, singing and dancing.
I won't sing.
He's going to be that guy who like mouths the words.
Yeah.
Just
I'll hold like a surfboard and shit. I'll do that.
Okay. Be Beach Ken?
I'll say a line. You know what I mean?
Mustache Ken?
Yeah.
Mustache Ken? Well, I got Mustache Ken. So don't fucking encroach on my Mustache Ken.
Yeah, I'll be the long-haired Ken.
Be long-haired Ken. Bradley, which Ken will you be?
Scuba dive Ken.
Scuba
dive.
Ken.
Yeah, actually, solid choice. Actually, I want to be a scuba dive Ken. You can be Mustache Ken.
You have to shave the rest of your beard, though.
Oh, man, I got a weird-looking chin. That'd be weird.
Do you?
I don't know. I think so.
Everyone that has a beard says they have a weird-looking
I
chin,
haven't seen
dude.
the light of day in a very long time.
Dude,
Well, it's going to look weird since it hasn't seen the light of day in a very long
That's
time.
what I'm saying, man. It don't like to come out.
it's like a vampire, dude.
You have to invite it in.
You have you have to stab it with a wooden thing.
Rub garlic all over it if you want it to die.
It's like a vampire. You got to
But
bang
yes.
Kristen Stewart.
But not till the third movie, apparently, which I just found out.
Yeah, I wanted Kyle to watch all the fucking Twilight movies, and then we could podcast about it because I know that's what the fans would fucking
The
want.
fans would like
I know
that.
the fans would love it if we did that. And Kyle was like, "Ooh, I'm not that committed to our podcast and our fans."
I said, here's what I said, all right? I said,
what
I'm
he
not
said.
that committed to our podcast. No, I was like, well, that'd be cool because at least I can see Kristen Stewart bang.
Yeah.
And then you were like, she doesn't bang until the third movie. And I said, what?
Yeah, you were pissed about that, but it's worth the wait, dude. It's so worth the wait.
I can just jump ahead to the third one. Do I got to watch the first two?
Yeah, because then you're not going to understand.
I don't care about that.
It's the story that matters.
Dude, it's
Is
a
it?
beautiful love
Have
story.
you seen it? Have
I've
you seen
never
the trilogy?
seen a minute
No,
of
you
those
don't miss
movies.
nothing. It's they're terrible. They're trash movies, dude. There's a bunch of dialogue-heavy nonsense.
We did watch the first three Ip Man movies, which
Yeah.
fucking kick every single ass, literally and figuratively.
You were just you hadn't been exposed to it, man. Have you seen the Ip Man movies?
I've seen the first one and parts of the second one.
Okay,
Donnie Yen.
Donnie Yen
Donnie
is
Yen.
the coolest fucking guy who has ever lived.
Is that your phone ringing,
Please silence
Kyle?
your cell phone.
Is that my
silence
phone?
your cell phone.
Sorry, I
dude.
got a new iPhone. I don't know how it works.
God, silence you. We're in the state of flow talking about Ip Man, dude, and he's getting phone calls.
Mom!
Ooh, she probably wants to be on the podcast.
My mom. Shout out to my mom, friend of the show. Should we try to? We did dial her into the podcast one time. Should we do it?
Yeah.
Should we call her back?
I don't know. You'd have to
Ask
ask
her
her
about Ip Man?
questions. Yeah. Has she seen Ip Man?
Nah, we'll skip it. Sorry, Mom. You got to watch Ip Man, and then you can be on the podcast.
Write in about Ip Man if you've seen it.
Yeah, send me an email, Mom.
See, I watched the Ip Mans because I'm a fucking martial artist at heart. Like,
Yeah.
I really live by the laws of martial arts. I was in Kempo karate for 5 years when I was a kid. Not a big deal. Youngest kid to get a black belt at the studio.
What is
Not a big deal.
Kempo?
Kempo.
Is that like where you get like a bunch of little needles in you?
No, that's
No, it's like rhythm and kempo.
Oh, so it's like an R&B club.
yeah, we sang and danced. That's why I'm not even worried about cabaret at all, dude.
Like-
Oh,
Because I'm a martial artist.
I just picture you pulling like a Mac from It's Always Sunny, and we're all like at this dance routine, and you're just doing karate moves.
I can do
in the
karate
corner.
moves like you wouldn't fucking believe. I've been watching a ton of Ip Man. But yeah, I watched Ip Man a bunch in college.
Nice.
It was so sick.
I didn't realize it was that old. The first one's what, 2010?
Yeah, 2009 or 10.
Damn.
They're so fucking
They're
sick.
so good. Donnie Yen is the coolest dude. If you guys haven't seen Ip Man, if you've seen Rogue One or the newest John Wick, he's the blind Asian guy.
Yeah, in both those
And
movies.
he's the coolest fucking guy in both those movies, too.
Blind.
Yeah, he's not actually
He's just
blind.
getting typecast at this point.
Yeah, they basically were like Rogue One. They're like, you know what? You were super cool when you were blind. Why don't you just be blind again?
Do you think the blind community is like outraged?
Yeah,
He was taken in.
He's not really blind.
they got to hire an actual blind guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
in
that's
this
true.
climate.
In this climate, at least he was actually Asian. I appreciated that.
I know, dude. Thank God.
Thank God.
I was sweating that
I thought it was
actually.
going to be another Tom Cruise Last Samurai situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that was an abortion. But the first two Ip Mans on Rotten Tomatoes, Ip Man number 2 has a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Which is wild because it's not as good as the first one.
No, the first one's way fucking better.
Well,
the choreographing in the fight scenes is actually, that's like why everyone's like, those movies are so fucking
they're
cool.
so sick. When he fights 10 dudes at once in the first one,
it's the best fight scene in any movie.
It's so wild. He's just like, I'm going for blood, and I'm going to... Like, he's like, I'm a super nice guy. And then they kill his friend, spoiler alert. And he's like, give me 10 dudes to fight at once. And they're like, okay. And he just beats the piss out of all of them.
Yeah, he kills like a couple of them.
He snaps a dude's femur, and it's like, that's not easy to do.
No. It's all leverage, though, at that point. You can tell by his moves.
Mm-hmm.
It's all leverage. And after watching it, man, I've decided that next time I get into a bar fight, I'm all ribs and chest punches.
So, like, tonight?
Yeah, we can go out tonight.
We go to Sun Pies and start punching some ribs, dude?
Yeah, I'm all midsection.
Just
all fast lightning punches.
Oh, this guy's just punching you in the face.
Well, I just get fucking KO'd.
Just bleeding out of your nose. Like, I got
No
your
way,
ribs.
dude. I'll defend and attack simultaneously.
Just some fat dude, and he's like, I can't feel that.
That generates so much power, dude.
Just like
the sound, it sounds like a speed bag.
I want to get a speed bag.
Enough about cocaine, all right?
I don't know. I don't think I have the money for it, so.
Oh. Wait, which one?
The speed bag.
Which one?
The speedball.
Oh, right.
The heroin
I'd imagine
and
they
cocaine.
probably cost about the same.
Yeah, probably.
Depends on how good
I don't know the going rates of drugs or
either one of them are.
fucking punching.
Or martial arts equipment.
I don't know the cost of punching these days in this economy. Can't just go around punching. Damn. All right. Well, I did want to so go watch those movies and Google Donnie Yen 'cause he's the coolest guy who's ever lived. But since we have our special guest here,
Special guest to the
special
podcast.
guest to the podcast, friend of the show, Bradley. What's your last name again? I always just call you Bobcat.
Leister.
Leister. I knew that. Mr. Leister. Is that how you pronounce it? Are you sure?
Well,
Because it looks like Leister.
Well, if you take the L out of the front of it and put an M in the front of it, what would you say?
Mr. Meister.
Yeah, right?
Mr.
I can't
Meister?
really
So
spell.
Yeah, I don't know where I am.
I can't really
Everybody-
spell or
everybody-
anything.
Shit
Everybody looks
about
like
dick.
Jägermeister, and everybody can read that just fine. But like when you put an L in front of it, everybody just loses their fucking minds.
Yeah, because they're used to the M, dude. The M makes them feel comfortable.
These fucking L's, man, they're dodgy.
Just take it
So
out.
this is actually the point in the podcast where we like to have our guest read out their credit card numbers and
a social security number.
their pins,
Mhm.
just to the audience so they can get to know them.
Four.
Yeah,
4.
it's all fours.
I could. That's about
It's all
I can
4.
remember.
The expiration date is
But no, I want to say
April 44th.
So he knows our yes, the year 4044.
The
This,
CVV is 444.
but young Bradley here has basically seen all of our comedy shows
I've watched
A
you
lot of
flower.
them.
I've watched you grow.
and watched us deflower.
You know what I did? Watched us fuck ourselves.
Yeah, I'll just get fucked. So yeah, you're
Seen a lot of our shows.
kind of want to just get your take, from an outside perspective, because a lot of people like.
These guys aren't funny. Don't come to the show.
Shut up, man. Dude, fuck. Cut. We're gonna cut that. But like most people see like comedy shows like every once in a while, or they either see them every once in a while, or they're comedians and they're kind of in that world where you're not a comedian, but you've seen a billion fucking comedy shows.
I get like a bi-weekly dose. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. And I just kind of want to get your perspective. What's it like kind of on the back end, the production side of the comedy scene, if you will?
Well, I don't really know what it's like for you guys on the road, going to other venues and stuff like that. What kind of treatment you get?
Absolute nightmare. They hate us.
I don't know. We've been putting some work in and developing, over the past 2 years. I've been doing it with you guys.
3 or so.
Yeah, something like that.
Feels like just yesterday.
So
When you're in
one of the things
love.
we've been developing at Schmiggity's is our video wall, which has been an outlet for us to kind of get creative with comedy. So I can put different backgrounds on the walls, and I've been putting you guys' names up, which is pretty cool.
It's cool because most people forget who I am halfway through.
No one knows me.
They're just like, who is this guy still?
He said his name was Lyle Cuff or something.
Get Lyle out of here.
But we do the music for you guys walk-ups and everything
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
fucking
So
sick.
it's I feel like an active part of the performance.
Oh,
Absolutely.
And it's I don't know, it's really fun. I really dig it. I think it's fun to put more production into the show. It's like you can get up there and tell jokes, or we could make it a little bit more fun and interesting, and
Yeah.
more of like a real fucking show.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's noticeable too, especially doing like, I mean, I guess Schmiggity's is like it's kind of in between like a bar show and like a comedy club.
Yeah.
Because like I've done
Yeah.
a lot of the road gigs I do are just at bars, and you're just in the corner.
Yeah.
And there's like no production value at all. I mean, they might have a stage or
We're
something.
like, why is this guy in the corner with a microphone saying weird shit?
Yeah.
And they're like, shut up. But it's obviously a comedy club is catered just for it. Like if we do like comedy works or something, there's like a whole backstage just for us, and you go in and out. And, like,
Yeah.
people don't see you. So like it's kind of in between. I like that because it's a little bit more intimate, but also isn't just like some rinky-dink bullshit.
No, not at all.
And that's largely thanks to you, my sweet prince.
It is. The walk-up songs are the fucking coolest, dude.
Oh yeah.
People that come in are headliners and fucking features. They're
Yeah.
like, "Do you want to?" We're like, "You want a walk-up song?" They're like, "Oh shit, yeah."
They're
You
like,
can see it like in their eyes. They're like,
Dude.
"Yeah, fuck yes, I'm gonna tell you a song I like."
Give me 5 minutes. Give me
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. I think it looks and sounds great. It's definitely noticeable when you're not there, because like you kind of we've dialed it in obviously, but you kind of get like the outside production value thing, and sometimes when you're not there, I don't want to name any names because I love everyone.
ELE. Everyone love everyone.
Exactly. What.
Yeah.
I thought you were spelling their name, and I was like, don't. But
No.
Ellie?
Ellie, you bitch.
Ellie sucks. I hate her.
But it's definitely a huge difference, and I think it takes it up a notch as far as like
We've done it
professionalism.
dozens of times now, and so it's like we don't even have to like talk about it really anymore.
Yeah.
Like Matt just says to me, insurance, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I know what that means. Like,
Yeah. And I'll be like, hey, we're doing the stars thing, and you're like, okay.
yep,
cool.
gotcha.
Walruses.
Yep, go.
Yep.
Fire.
And down. I did Walruses on the last show, and you weren't there.
Oh man,
I know.
I missed it.
It still hit, dude.
When you get,
But
like,
it's always better
When you can see
when you
the
can
walruses.
see the walruses. It's so much better. The insurance shit, it really does help the insurance bit.
for sure. Yeah.
It really does, especially when you like lead it up to being like, oh, we're sponsored, we have to say this, and then you see the logo pop up behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely goes the
Helps
extra mile.
tremendously.
Indeed.
Indubitably.
Indubitably. And I feel like it's for a sound guy like yourself, dealing with us like compared to like a band. Like goddamn.
It's a lot less work.
Hell yeah,
Dealing with
baby.
you guys, that's for sure.
One microphone. It's funny, yeah. Like we'll be like, I've set up in shows and done things like outside of here, and they're like, "What do you need?" I'm like, "A microphone.
Yep.
And perhaps a stool would be
A
nice.
stool would be nice, but I can do it without it."
If you don't have one though, that's fine.
I'll
I do
stay
have
here.
hands.
Yes.
Put my shit on the ground as
Just-
long as we have a
I'll
microphone
just lay down on the floor.
Do you guys have a floor?
and die.
Yeah, awesome, man. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad you're with us. Didn't you had your own podcast for a minute, didn't you?
Yeah, me and my girlfriend's boy. No, sorry.
Your girlfriend's boyfriend did? It's called Cut with Brad.
I know how to use words. No, my sister's boyfriend. We had it was called the Den of Thieves podcast, and
Den of
there's
Thieves.
episodes are still up on Spotify. You can go check them out. We did about 10 episodes or so when COVID was going on,
It was about how
and,
you were robbing people during the pandemic.
robbing them blind.
Or is it you guys just talking about the movie Den of Thieves starring Ice Cube's son?
No, we're both like conspiracy heads, so we talk about like fucking aliens or like creepy places or weird things, like weird stories from around the world, kind of shit like that.
Do you think anything crazy is going to happen with this eclipse?
People keep saying stuff like that, or I've been seeing stuff on Instagram.
What have they been saying? Because our
Isn't that happening
roommate,
like right now?
our roommate Dan, friend of the show, was
Sorry,
like, "Have
Dan.
you heard the crazy shit that's going to happen with the eclipse?" And I was like, "No." And then he didn't tell me.
You're like, wait, what?
And then we just kept watching TV.
I think the worst I heard of it is like Russia was gonna launch an EMP during the attack or during the
eclipse.
During the
The
eclipse. and-
podcast just ends.
It's happening tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh, it's tomorrow?
Yeah, the eclipse is tomorrow.
Well, I was going to go do this festival in Texas, and the fucking airline tickets there were insane. And I was like, why is it so expensive to fly to Texas
Because
right
dude,
now?
they gotta pay for their porn nowadays.
Well,
Yeah.
one, got to pay for your porn.
You're bringing porn in from the outside. You're like, we got to jack these
all
prices
this
up.
porn smuggling.
Yeah, all
here.
these guys are trying to smuggle porn into Texas now.
I just got old Girls Gone Wild DVDs in a trench coat rolling through the airport. But no, I guess that's like the best place Like that's on the track of like the best place to see the eclipse is like right where I'm at in Texas.
Yeah, we'll get partial coverage. Do y'all get them glasses?
They got them for free at the library.
I stare right at it, dude. I'm not a bitch.
Yeah, dude, I don't have sensitive eyes. I have very strong eyes.
Yes. I'm a strong-eyed man.
I can stare straight into the sun.
No, we did it when we were you in Glacier the same time as me when it went through there?
Yeah, I remember the eclipse in Glacier.
Yeah, we had it wasn't 100%, but it was pretty good up in northwest Montana. And I just remember the wildest part was how cold it got.
Yeah.
Like, just like the sun not being there for like 40 seconds. It was
quiet.
just like.
All the birds stopped chirping.
Yeah.
It got weird, and everyone was just like, whoa. And it got like really cold. And then it was over.
It's pretty.
That's an eclipse for you, though.
That's an eclipse for you.
And that's an eclipse for you.
Isn't that the name of one of the fucking Twilight movies? It's
Eclipse?
like Twilight Eclipse?
Yeah, something like that. New moon, eclipse.
Another conspiracy that I heard is like something about like Nineveh. And like Jonah and the whale and like some kind of biblical prophecy.
Nineveh?
Like I guess there's
It is Sunday.
I don't know, like
It is Sunday.
13
Shout out
towns
to
or
JC.
cities in its path that are called Nineveh. And people were like, "Oh my God, it's prophetical." I'm like,
Oh, Jesus coming back tomorrow? Is that what we're thinking?
And he comes back and say, none of you believe it. And they all laugh.
Oh shit! Look, there he is.
JC, I'm sorry. Front of the show, JC.
Kumbaya. I would love JC to come back tomorrow during an eclipse.
That actually would be pretty fucking
Should get him
cool.
on the. Should get him on the show.
I would,
dude.
That
He
we
couldn't
would
hang
go
with
so viral.
He could not hang with us,
no,
dude. There's no
JC
way he
can't
could riff as
fucking-
hard as fucking we can
dude.
on this podcast.
How you gonna riff when you got holes in your hands and shit?
Yeah, dude.
It's gotta hurt. He's
Get
gonna be
those
distracted.
stitched up before you come
Yeah.
bleeding in
if
here.
he came in here all like, "What's up, my children?" I'd be like, "We need to go to the hospital.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
It
we gotta
sounded
get
like
you out of here."
You were doing a black guy voice for Jesus right there. Is that what you were doing?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. That is
Jesus is
very
black.
woke of you.
Yeah. He's like,
I got
"What's
that
up?
subtlety, dude.
What's up, my followers?"
Speaking of accents,
Oh, you want to do it?
should I list off some areas and you try to do an accent?
All right, me and Brad will both do them. All right.
All right,
here
you
we
ready?
Go. Here we go. This new game segment of the show
Called Kyle is a Thespian.
called Kyle's a Thespian.
Kyle,
Kyle prepares for cabaret.
are you ready?
Yep.
Russian.
Russian. Well, Mother Russia, you drink of the vodka.
You got to say something organic, though.
Something organic?
Yeah.
Something organic.
Say like my daughter got suspended from school yesterday.
My daughter, she got suspended from school yesterday.
That's pretty good, dude.
Not
Okay.
bad.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Now we got Mexico. Go.
Senor, I want to see the eclipse from Texas. So I crossed the border to see the eclipse.
That was good.
Thank you.
Was good.
Thank you, Thespian.
That's another. All right. And this is a fun one.
Okay.
French.
Oh, you got it's easy. I don't want to do French. You just go, ha ha. Nailed it.
Now say my car is having trouble retaining gas.
My
In a
cow. It is having trouble retaining gas.
They don't say gas over there, don't do they?
Petrol.
Petrol.
Yeah, okay.
Petroleum.
Say-
That was got Russian.
say the petrol prices are too goddamn high in a French accent.
The petrol prices, they are too high.
That's pretty good.
Fucking nailed it, dude. I'm a
If you
thespian.
let him go long enough, he'll fucking find it.
It takes me a minute.
Yeah, dude, the first couple sentences are hard, but I feel like once I'm pitching you the sentences, you're kind of nailing them.
Okay, all right. So
All right, Scottish, easy. Think William Wallace.
Here come every time you come around. My London Bridge wants to get down.
My London Bridge
Just wanna go down like London. Wanna go down like London.
We're
It's
going
really
down.
fun. Try say the lyrics to London Bridge in a Scottish
know.
accent. Go.
I don't know the lyrics.
Yeah.
of the bridge.
Welcome every time you come around. My London Bridge, it wants to go down.
Down.
Welcome.
He's going straight Jewish. Welcome.
Every time. No, now I'm going Russian too.
It's easy to go Russian.
It's
Here come every time you come around.
Think William Wallace. I am William Wallace.
I am William Wallace.
when I was down in New Zealand, I was trying to work on the accent.
That's good.
I said a little bit.
That's Kiwi. I like that.
That sounded it sounded a little more Kiwi than Australian.
He said New Zealand.
Oh, I thought you said I'm stupid.
You're just hearing whatever
I'm
you
just
want,
hearing
aren't
whatever
you?
I want.
You psychopath.
Here
I
come
gotta
every time you
come
come around.
around.
Don't call a New Zealander an Aussie.
Oh no, they
And
hate.
Don't go the other way either.
That's my
They don't
favorite
like
part of
either
Flight
one.
of the Conchords is how much they hate each other.
Mm-hmm. Oh, remember that show?
That is
Yeah.
such a great show.
Those guys
That'd be
are
like
fucking
someone
great.
calling us Canadian, though. Would you get pissed?
No.
Yes. I would beat their ass. Like, am I covered in maple syrup playing some dumb game called hockey?
Oh, this is a
Piss off.
This is a fun game. Are you ready?
Yes.
Would you rather be Canadian
Yep.
Or French Canadian.
or English?
Oh.
Canadian.
Canadian or a dirty fucking redcoat? Some fucking crumpet-eating bastard?
Not like
Well,
French
so-
Canadian though. I don't think.
French Canadian is the bottom of the barrel. But here's the fun thing, Matt, is that Canada isn't even a real country. And it's still actually owned by the crown. So the British and the Canadians are the same.
So you'd rather be both or neither
I'd rather be neither.
or all at once?
I'd rather be dead. How about
All right. Hit me with your best Belgium accent, Kyle.
that? Belgium. Isn't that kind of like the like with clean your clothes in the water closet?
That's like kind of Switzerland, I think.
Yes,
Maybe.
you get the hooper sing a song and you talk like this. I look at my wooden shoes and I dance around in my clogs.
Yeah, it's like Denmark, kind of Belgium area,
Mhm.
right? That's
Yes.
good. Oh, this is a fun one. And I
Okay.
think you're going to like this one.
Okay.
And if I know you like, I think I do. You're going to like this
I
one,
know what
buddy.
you're gonna say.
What am I going to say?
You say it.
Minnesota.
Oh.
You didn't know I was going to say Minnesota.
I thought you were gonna say black.
No way.
Going
Minnesota.
black voice. I'm trying to remember the girl that I lost my virginity to. Shout out to Cassie.
Friend of the show.
Part of the show.
Let's all do a shout out to everyone we lost our virginity to. Thank you, girls.
Couldn't have
Oh, I
done
thought
it-
you were gonna
couldn't
name
have
this.
done it
Like,
without
Oh,
one.
we're naming it. No, I'm not naming any names.
Did you about to say? Did you say Renee?
Jared.
Shout out to Carl. What a guy. What a Carlina. Great lady. Brad, who'd you lose your virginity to? Actually, better question. Have you lost your virginity yet?
I think so.
And afterwards, give us your credit card info.
At least twice. At
At least twice?
least twice.
First one didn't count. Just dipped a ball in.
Dipped a ball in.
I just didn't feel like it counted.
Sounds like a name. Dipped a ball in.
Frank phone call. Is Dipta there? Who? Dipped a ball in.
Nice. Write that down. I got it.
Anyways, Minnesota accents.
Di-
You just got Minnesota. You got it's Minnesota. Oh yeah, you betcha.
Going to the Viking. We're gonna go to the
We're
Viking
gonna go to the Vikings game, and
next week.
afterwards we'll get some lining googles.
I hope the whole family can make it.
So next week, I hope the whole family can make it.
That's really good. That's really good.
Thank you.
Some tater tot hot dish. Yes, we
Tater
got
tot.
some tater tot hot
Tater
dish.
tot.
I had a roommate.
That was almost Chicago. Some tater tot hot dish.
well, it's kind of in that same line.
It is.
Like they're all
They're
very
all
similar.
Fucking gross.
I think I might have had Chicago on here. No, I didn't. I got another one. I got to write dipped a ball in. I'm sorry.
Taking notes.
I got to stop podcasting and be creative. Anyway,
There you go.
are you ready?
Yeah. What's next?
Boston, easy. This is a home run.
Bastard.
Yeah, this is a home
That's a
run.
bastard. That's what I always do to
Yeah,
Jared.
say
Shout out to
say
Jared for the show.
say I'm addicted to heroin because I'm from Boston.
I'm addicted to heroin because I'm from Boston.
say
Nailed it.
I lost both my kids in the divorce because I'm from
I
Boston.
lost both my kids in a divorce because I'm from Boston. I actually can't do that good of a Boston accent.
Freaking
I
Boston,
just
dude.
Freaking Boston. I think
Yeah,
about
you go to the
Mackey Mack.
fucking Sox
Yeah.
game.
Lost
and
both my
fucking-
kids in the divorce. No, I can't do it.
I
lost-
think Ben Affleck. I think the
Ben
town.
Affleck.
That's Charleston.
Yeah. I'd have to, if I like watch the town by the time we're done,
You're in
Yeah.
full character.
then I'm in full character.
You're ready to go
I'm
toe
ready-
to toe
I'm
with
ready
Ben
for cabaret,
Affleck
yeah.
and Jeremy Renner.
I could do a Dunkin' commercial.
Yeah, okay. Got
I'm the
another
fucking
one.
mayor of Dunkin'.
This one's pretty general. Just Eastern European. I kind of want to hear you do that.
Eastern Europe. I mean, it's pretty close.
It's a Russian.
Pretty close to
to
Russian.
Russian. I was trying to think of like all my shout out to all my Eastern European friends. In
Friend of the
Czech,
shows.
and the Romanians. I knew a bunch of Romanians.
Slavic lovers.
So yeah, right. Bunch of fucking commie block bullshit. Trying to think. Well, all the chicks I knew from Czech were Czechs.
Checks.
Every check.
We called them checks.
Call them checks.
Because they were
These
chicks from
checks.
checks.
The Chick Republic, bro.
And they all paid by writing checks.
Yeah. Look at all these babes. What am I in Czechoslovakia?
You just get stabbed by some dude with a beard.
Just, it's just kind of like the Russian, just like kind of cold, like Eastern. I'm trying to think of give me a sentence.
My balls have been dangling extra low lately, and it's making me concerned for my health.
My balls have been hanging extra low lately. And see, I was just Russian.
No, that was good.
Was it?
That sounded like That sounded like
My
Wanda
balls.
in the first fucking Age of Ultron movie.
Okay. My balls have been hanging extra low lately.
Yeah, I think she says that
I'm
line in
concerned
that
for my
movie.
health. And that's when she uses the that's how she gains her powers, and she pushes her balls back in
With
her.
the red spiral
Yes.
stuff.
Do you know what happens to my balls when I push them up into my abdomen?
I get witch powers.
I get witch powers. I fly through
Dude,
the
I
sky.
think you nailed that one.
All right, I'll take it.
This one, you're going to kill it. Indian. You don't have to do that if you don't want. Yeah.
No, I used to live in Cincinnati, and I worked at a Best Buy, and a lot of people don't know that Cincinnati is a giant engineering town. That's where Johnson & Johnson and P&G are.
Yeah,
and,
friend of the show.
Friend of the shows. And there's a thing about engineers is that half of them are Indian.
Yeah.
Because the Indians are way smarter than us, at least like the ones that they in the top of the caste system that they send over here.
I get what you're doing. You're complimenting them before you do a terribly racist
Here
Indian
it comes.
accent.
And so let's bring it down a notch. And so
I know what you're
one
up
thing
to.
that's big in Indian culture is haggling.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that's not big at Best Buy is haggling.
when two worlds collide.
And so they would just constantly come in and be like, what is the price? This price, could you check price? What is this price? Get a low price.
My friend.
My friend. Yes. Get a low price or go low price. The word price in Indian is like scorched in the back of my head. I kind of hate when anyone even says the word price because of that. Thank you. Come again.
All right,
there you go. Nailed it.
Do an African accent.
Just try. You guys gotta do.
You can do South African if you want.
South African. It's very kind of like Australian, kind of like New Zealand.
That's such a
South
weird
African.
accent.
South
That's the
African.
strangest accent, I think.
Weird South African. They're kind of weird. Those South Africans.
So it's going to be a terrible harvest this year if the rain doesn't come.
It's gonna be a terrible harvest this year if the rain doesn't come.
That's good. That was almost Scottish though too.
It was.
At the
It
same
was a
time.
little. And it's both kind of like sing-songy.
Yeah. Leprechaun-y.
Leprechaun-y.
That's all the accents I have.
Can you
that was
you
fun.
do like a Black Panther, like a Wakanda forever? That was Indian.
That was in
Wakanda.
They're all.
Black Panther.
It's all getting blended together now. Shit, it's too many accents.
I can't do if I listen to the Black Panther, like watch a movie.
The Black Panther album.
Yes. If I go back and just watch Malcolm X on YouTube.
You can do a
Talk
Black
about-
Panther.
Yeah, if I watch when they accost Forrest Gump.
I'm sorry for ruining your Black Panther
Your
party.
Black Panther party.
You knew Forrest Gump was gonna come up
Hey,
at
front
some
of the show,
point.
Forrest Gump, Tom Hanks.
Brad, what's your favorite scene from Forrest Gump?
Oh man, that's a tough one. I love that movie.
Who doesn't?
Dude, probably when he just like gets up off the porch and just takes off running.
Goes for the run?
It's just like,
You know, I love that.
I mean, he's like, you know what? Fuck it.
When
I'm
he's
running.
an adult, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he's just like sitting on the porch.
Before he goes for the cross country runs.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
right before that happens, he's just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna fucking run.
Well,
Like,
Jenny
there's something so
fucked
great
with
about
his
that.
heart one more time, which
yeah,
is
that
why.
was what it was. is
Or did
Jenny-
Mama die?
Oh.
I think it was Mama died, right? Is why did he go for the run? It might have been both.
It might have been both.
99 problems, and
No, I
to
think-
Forrest Gump, they were all
I
winning.
think
You
that's
know what I
when-
mean?
yeah.
Forrest Gump, they
seriously.
all run.
They were all running.
It's all running.
Got 99
One day
problems.
on, when I was having problems, it was running. I think that's when Jenny borks him and then just dips out.
And he's just sitting there all
And
sad
he's
on
just
the
sitting there all
fucking porch.
sad, doesn't know how to process it, so he just starts running.
That's a life lesson for all you guys out there, you know. You got girl
Just
problems, I feel
run
bad
away
for
from
you,
your
son.
problems. Just run away.
Just run
Yeah,
away
you got
from 'em.
99 problems, so you better run.
You better. Oh, those Jay-Z.
That is I am Jay-Z.
You are
Do a
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z accent.
I have been doing it the whole time.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I've been in Jay-Z character since we started rolling. If you got girl problems, I feel bad for you, son.
I've got 99 problems, but a bitch is not one.
Got the Gap Patrol on the Rap Patrol. Oh, sorry.
Nailed it.
That was it. You're carrying any weapons on you? I know a lot of you are.
Yeah.
That's from the song, too.
If you're going to run, you better run far.
Better run far. Shanae.
There you go.
See, Forrest Gump and Jay-Z are pretty much the same guy, you know?
Both moguls.
They're both self-made billionaires.
Yeah, moguls.
Mm-hmm.
They both, at some point, did have some women troubles, I think.
Yes.
That song that Jay-Z wrote didn't just come from nowhere.
Didn't come from nothing.
He probably had to overcome some shit to be like, all right.
Do you think that he banged a chick with AIDS and then got her pregnant only for her to come back and dump the kid on him and then die?
No, that's what happened to Forrest Gump.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you're confusing him again.
Jay-Z, they look the same. They sound the same. You know what I mean?
Brad, did you play any sports in high school?
No, I played freshman basketball to the first game and then quit.
What happened?
I just didn't understand how to play basketball.
They didn't teach you how to play basketball at basketball practice?
No, so I just went and smoked weed and skateboarded with my other friends.
Skateboarded.
Yeah, that's
How old are you when you pierced your ears?
17.
Were you skateboarding then?
Oh yeah.
That checks out.
Did you pierce your ears because you were skateboarding, or did you skateboard because you wanted to
it's just
eventually get
synonymous,
pierced
dude.
ears?
It's
Yeah.
like-
No, right? You can't have one without the other.
I can't walk into a skate park with.
What size pants do you wear?
32, 34.
I think we're the
30,
same size waist.
Yeah. Well, just
I love
straight
finding
pants.
stuff out about people.
I'm a 30. Over here, I'm a 30-30.
You're 30-30?
30-30.
With that pot belly buddy boy?
Hey!
With that pot belly fat boy?
It's it can get small.
it.
I'm gonna die! I'm a fat cow! I'll get in shape, you'll see.
Are you a short sleeve shirt or a long sleeve shirt type of guy?
Depends on the weather.
Yeah.
Are you a short sleeve dick or a long sleeve dick?
Have you been circumcised?
Turn it out so I can see.
So, no, he has. You have foreskin?
Yeah, five skin.
5 skin, yeah.
Hey.
There we go.
So he's a long sleeve guy.
You're a long sleever. A lot of chicks are into that, I heard.
You know, like the wizard sleeve term, but
Yeah.
like
yeah.
But like on
on
the
the dick.
Ah.
Uh-huh. A lot of chicks in porn are into that, I've seen.
Yeah, they love it.
Brad, what type of porn do you like?
Oh, fuck.
MILF stuff, stepdaughter stuff.
Gangbangs, bukakis.
I like it when like
The weirder the better.
How do you feel about, I want to be insensitive here. How do you feel about little people porn?
If it gives me,
gives me an erection.
if I get a fear boner, I know I'm in the right territory.
Okay, hell yeah.
That sounds terrifying.
They're only for the brave.
Yeah, right? I gotta see people die, or else, you know what I mean? I can't quite
Get there.
get
you know?
there.
Do you remember how old you were when like internet porn came out?
Oh yeah, dude. Probably fucked up my parents' first computer.
Yeah.
Guarantee I
for
fucked up
sure.
my parents'
What
first
the fuck
computer.
is this?
Was it middle school, high school?
Oh yeah, middle school.
Middle school?
Yeah.
That's when I found out about internet porn too.
Oh, I was in like elementary school, bro.
Yeah, right, dude.
Way, dude.
You didn't have internet.
Way, dude. I had
Other than
dial
the
up, bro.
sticks, dude.
That's all I could get.
Was dial up
This
porn.
still my parents. I would come back to my dad's house and be like, "Dude, you got to get cable or something." He's like, "We can't on this street," so they had to get fucking. I'm pretty sure they have like Verizon Wi-Fi because that's the only thing they can get where they live.
Yeah.
But we had dial up basically forever, and so it would take like 40 minutes to get a couple pairs of boobs. You know what I mean? And then you gotta work with what you got.
Do you guys ever print pictures out from Google of hot naked chicks?
Nah.
Kyle?
What I would do is I would download pictures so I could keep them, and I'd put like a folder on the desktop that would have like 37 other folders in it, so that you would never be able to find it.
Only you could?
Only I could.
You're
Like I knew like
fucking
the combination of my 30 different folders, just so like If like my dad opened it or something, he'd be like, "What's this folder?" It'd be like empty, but with a bunch of other folders. And he'd probably be like, "Whatever," and just give up.
Yeah, he's not gonna try to hack.
No,
he's gotta watch porn. He's not gonna find out what's on these folders.
No, dude.
Digital treasure hunt.
Yeah, exactly. And I had the key.
Brett, are you religious?
I was raised religious, but
Brad, what happens when we die?
you know, I've been actually fucking really getting into consciousness thinking a lot. Like, I've been listening to this audiobook called Secret Machines. There's 3 books in the series. God's Man of War.
Which book did you start with? The first or the second or the third?
Start with the first.
Nice.
I'm
That's a smart
in
move.
the epilogue of the second one right now. It's very interesting stuff. Very
Secret Machines. Is that like Transformers?
no.
Machines in disguise?
Kind of like it's kind of deals with the UFO phenomena and consciousness and like kind of like asking the question.
That's where we need to go with this because he did a whole podcast on conspiracy shit. What's your favorite conspiracy?
Oh man, I'm really into I guess trying to understand like
corporate America.
Well, I
dude.
guess the UFO phenomena and like kind of where the government is with their stance on everything and how like they can't really come out and say there's something happening, but we don't know what it is because that makes them look incompetent.
Right.
So it's easier for them to just say the shit doesn't exist. Don't pay attention to it. You're crazy.
I've heard there's also kind of like an arms race.
They're very well
because
might
they don't want one country to know what they know because then that
Yeah.
country will know what they know and they might have something else on top of what we know. So nobody wants to say anything out loud because the British might have found something different than we found. And it's probably a giant flying crumpet because they're a bunch of red coat fucking bastards.
It is.
But
bunch of tea.
but like if you spill the tea and say this is what I have, then they
Yeah.
might just be like, oh, that's crazy what I have. But they also have something more than that.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
so nobody wants to like get on the same page.
It's
You
just
should
like
get on the same
game
page.
of shadows essentially and
Den of thieves, if you will.
if you will,
Yeah.
a Game of Thrones.
Yes.
if you
A
might.
storm of souls.
But I don't know if you guys watched that congressional hearing last summer where
Not like in full, no.
pretty much military came out and they're like, hey, yeah, there's stuff happening. We're catching this stuff on radar. It's fucking with us. We don't know what it is and we don't have any kind of response plan to it. It's like, can we address this? And that kind of opens up the window of, religion and stuff like that and its importance to, and its impact on humanity. And it just kind of opens up this like, where are we in all of this world of like, maybe reality's not what we've been thinking it is, maybe
Yeah.
like the world of like Newton and stuff is not necessarily like
The laws of physics are not as hard of laws as we thought they were.
well maybe there's like exceptions to it, or maybe there's like like a different set of rules, because you can have gravity and electromagnetism like
Yeah.
operating at the same time, but they're completely different like forces. So it's like there might be stuff we haven't even like realized yet and tapped into, and like the unseen world that people report on. People talk about these experiences and like UFO experiences, abductions and stuff like that, and everybody's just like, "No, you're crazy." But it's like something happened to them, and
Right.
like whatever it might be. I think it's important to like look into that and like something happened.
Right, sure.
Like normal everyday people don't ask for that kind of attention or want it. It's
you
just,
would think not.
right? Because it sounds terrible. It sounds terrifying.
Yeah. I mean, I heard the big one was the Rogan interview with that colonel.
Yeah.
They were flying a plane and like they kept being like, "This guy is not making this shit up. He's a
Yeah.
fucking colonel."
Well, he was one of the guys that was at the congressional hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were talking about the big pill guys that like
Mhm.
basically can just move at any rate of speed and then go underwater and go out of water and things like that too.
And I don't know if you've ever seen it, but there's like a visualization of like how much space it takes for a high-speed aircraft, like one of ours, like
Yeah.
winged
To
aircraft,
turn.
to turn. It's like these things don't.
Turn even.
They
They're
just
just
like
shooting
move
directions.
in different
Yeah.
directions. It's like,
Right.
what the heck is that?
It's fucking cool as shit,
I
dude.
mean, yeah, it's
Are you an
fucking rad.
optimist with the UFO shit? You think it's
I-
dope, or are you scared of them?
I still haven't made up my mind. I think that there's probably many different forces at work here. Like even like taking it back to like the old religious texts, like Bible, Quran, and stuff like that.
Jesus Christ, dude, our Lord and
Well,
Savior.
There's theories that there might have been an ancient event that might have spawned like the religions of the world,
Yeah.
kind of thing. And I think it all depends on the intention of what these things are, what they want. Maybe like they can't have a conscious experience, and like that's what they're trying to get in, somehow get into our world out of jealousy. Talk about jealous gods of the old world and stuff like that. Like,
God, well, they're not missing much. Let me fucking tell them to come here into this fucking experience, dude.
This economy, you want to come visit?
Come here and fucking pay taxes. Can you imagine if you're an alien and then you come here like, let's get in on this consciousness experience, and then you just with fucking calculators and fucking McDonald's, like, I gotta pay my taxes, dude. They're like, shit, we should have stayed in space.
I mean, they might be into the McDonald's. That is pretty rare.
It is pretty good unless you eat too much.
Unless you eat too much, then you get diabetes.
There's some good things about planet Earth, and paying taxes is not one of them.
No. What's something you like about planet Earth, Matt?
Something I like about it?
Yeah.
I like a good total eclipse, dude.
Of the heart?
Of the heart and the soul. You know what I mean?
And the whole.
And I hope Ip Man lives on forever in our hearts and our minds.
Duh, dude.
And everybody thinks about him on the eclipse that is tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's really all about.
That's what I think is good about Earth.
We're all going to fucking die tomorrow.
We could.
That'd be wild. At least we'll get this podcast out.
Yeah, get some listens on our way out, dude.
And
Why not?
87 people will go down with us listening to the Steamboat Comedy Podcast.
Fucking,
Let's
we are a
go.
tribe. No, dude, I like the fucking nice fresh pair of socks, bro. That's what I like about planet Earth.
Nice, man.
Can't get that anywhere else.
You really can't.
They don't have Foot Lockers on Mars.
That we know of.
Psst. Psst. If there was a Foot Locker on Mars, I'd have some Mars sneakers on right now, bro.
I'd have some Mars bars, dude. Let's go.
You imagine you order something from the Foot Lockers on Mars and it gets here and then they don't fit, and you're like, fuck.
It's going to take 3 years to return
You
this.
got to return these, but they'll probably have a good return policy.
I mean, I would hope so.
If it's anything like Amazon, dude, it's a great return policy.
I think Amazon bought Mars, didn't it?
Yeah, Elon Musk
Yeah.
is in cahoots with Baldy McStaldy, dude.
Baldy McStaldy,
Yeah.
old Bezos McSpacos.
Bezos, big Spacos, and they're going to open up a bunch of Foot Lockers on other planets
Right.
that we can shop at or just fucking window shop. Either way. You can buy stuff there. You can just fucking walk the street and be like, this is a nice shop. I hope they build something good over there for everyone who lives here. So people, can have a place to live and rent's not too expensive.
The economy levels out.
And if it's anything like Amazon, it's going to work out.
That's great.
I don't know if people are moving to Mars.
You're not going to move to Mars?
What a pessimist, dude.
It's got a poor atmosphere.
Yeah, but rent could be
You got a poor
cheap,
attitude.
dude.
How about that?
Rent could be cheap, and you'll be taller because the gravitational pull's not that great, not that good.
Nuh-uh.
I don't know about that.
We'll spot a ticket.
You could probably dunk on Mars.
Oh, I could dunk here, bro. Get real.
Dunks on stage every fucking night, dude.
Oh,
there it is.
That's good, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know shit about dick,
I don't know
bro.
shit about basketball.
I don't know
dude.
shit about anything. All I know is that was a hell of a podcast.
What do you think about the JFK assassination?
Fucking something weird. Something happened. Somebody was pulling some strings there.
It was just the CIA shot him. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, probably.
He wanted to get out of Vietnam, and they were like, no, we can make a bunch of money there. And so they shot him in the head.
Yeah, it's weird. Like anytime everybody's like, hey, peace, love, and everything, we just kill that guy.
Yeah, they're like, fucking shut up, hippie bitch.
Was that Bill Hicks or was that George Carlin that did that bit? Anyone that's good, we kill.
I think that was Hicks.
I think it could have
I
been.
think
It's one
it
of
was-
those fucking.
Carlin definitely did a lot of things adjacent to that.
Yeah. Do you remember? You're a big
no.
Carlin guy, right?
I
We've
am.
talked
Both
about
of
Carlin
them,
a bunch.
Both
Yeah.
Carlin and Hicks, I love them both. I don't remember who did that, but I did watch a Carlin special a couple weeks ago. And I was,
Which
I was
one?
like, fuck, I forgot what it was called, but I was like, man, this is like almost like not funny.
Like, fucking nailed it.
Like, I know it's like so dead on, and like this was 20 years ago he did this special. And I'm just like, dude, this is like so right. It hurts.
He was tapped into some other shit.
Yeah,
dude.
man.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
he fucking
It's
mixed
called,
his
it's called extreme pessimism.
extreme pessimism mixed with like a lot of drugs.
Yeah.
And like
I mean, that documentary they had, like, his kids were like, yeah, people like it, but, like, he was kind of fucking miserable to be around at the end.
yeah,
like,
he was so sad about
yeah,
everything.
He was like, everything sucks. And they would just get on stage like, doesn't everything suck? And everyone's like, yes.
And you're the funniest.
You're the
he was
best.
like, I'm miserable.
And he's like, I want to die.
Living that life. Wow.
And then he walked the walk.
We applaud your sacrifice.
Yes. Thank you, GC.
9/11.
Fuck, dude. I don't
Inside
know.
job.
Outside job.
It's just, dude, like the
A little
one
bit
thing,
of both.
The that trips me out is just the way the buildings fell, dude. It's just like so weird.
Yeah,
It's
like
just-
a controlled demolition one. might say.
Yeah, weird. Yeah, it's like the plane hits up here, but then I don't know.
Brett, has that ever happened before in history?
I don't think so.
It
I mean,
hasn't.
we only invented planes like
Uh-uh.
fucking 60, 70 years
Well,
ago.
But if you like check out the way like they're detonating like casinos and shit in Las
That's
Vegas,
definitely happened.
it looks a lot like that.
Looks almost exactly like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the official story is that it collapsed due to fire, which no skyscraper or
Jet-
building that large has fallen due to fire. In fact, there's a video of one in, I think it was in Japan, that burned for like 7 days and didn't fall down. So the point is, it was all Al Qaeda. So
It was.
Definitely.
We need to invade.
yeah, get them, get that oil.
Oh yeah, that's going great.
All right, I think we got to the bottom of some really important stuff, guys.
That's what we do.
That's what we do, baby boys.
Should we get fat?
It's time to get fat. It is Fat Boy Sunday. Hashtag Fat Boy Sunday.
Fat Boy Sunday.
We got our honorary fat boy right here.
Yep.
Bradley, thank you for coming.
Thanks for
out.
coming.
Live studio audience. Let's hear it for
Thanks for
Bradley.
having me, boys.
He was taller than I thought.
So yeah, thanks for listening. Like I said, we got some cool shit coming up here in May and stuff. We also have our next final Schmiggity show that all three of us will be at. The
Damn
12th
straight.
and 13th with the very funny Georgia Comstock and Nick Dean. Love those guys. It's gonna be a great time.
It's gonna be a fucking blast. Let's do it. It's gonna be a
Great-
big local
great
show.
Record.
Not
great
gonna,
record.
we're gonna have to get the locals to come to this one.
Yeah,
Big
that's-
time.
We're gonna have less touries,
Yeah.
more Loki's.
Really got to push it as our last show. Make them think it's our last show.
ever.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Matt and Kyle are gonna kill themselves.
Last
after this.
show. They might.
That'll be a poster of us pointing guns at each other's heads. It'll say "Last show ever." I think it'll work.
It's worth a shot, dude. Marketing's a fickle bitch.
It sure is. Speaking of fickle bitches, let's go get fat. Thanks for listening, guys.
Check it out.
We'll see you next time.
Outro music.
Rain or shine, it's here to make you laugh. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast.